Hi everyone, welcome to the Celebrity Diaries. Paris Hilton, a name that typifies extravagance, distinction, and a flair for the sensational naturally introduced to the lavish universe of the Hilton family. She cut out her own way to turn into a symbol of famous culture. Her process, set apart by excitement, charm, and a persistent quest for achievement, is an account of change and impact. Paris Whitney Hilton's initial life was saturated with honor and plushness, furnishing her with an extraordinary and unrivaled childhood. Naturally introduced to the eminent Hilton family in the core of New York City, Paris was acquainted with a universe of lavishness and refinement from the second she entered this world. It was encircled by the two grow-up she features of riches and high society, with the Hilton name conveying an emanation of eminence that stretched out a long way past the domain of simple opulence from her earliest years. Paris Hilton was no outsider to the spotlight. Her loved one's noticeable quality guaranteed that she was much of the time pushed into the media's glaring look, making her a subject of public interest sometime before her own ascent to fame. This childhood inside the Hilton line was not exclusively about monetary abundance. It filled in as a preface to her future as a VIP and a shrewd business visionary. It laid the strong bases, whereupon she would later assemble her domain in the domains of acclaim. Furthermore, style establishing her status as a noticeable figure in the realm of diversion and business in the early 2000s. Paris Hilton's excursion to fame started as she made successive appearances at elite occasions and social affairs. Her attractive presence and particular ascribes, including her famous light hair, extraordinary vocal tone, and unmatched style, immediately got the consideration of the media and the general population. Paris Hilton's rising in the realm of acclaim was powered by her intrinsic mystique. What's more, her exceptional capacity to keep a ceaseless presence in the public eye quite literally rose above her status as an A-lister and developed into a real individual character. By her own doing, she ably created a picture that was both enthralling and polarizing, testing the customary insight of superstars. Her confounding appeal and intermittent discussions hardened her status as an unmistakable figure in the media outlet. Paris Hilton's capacity to explore and shape her public picture turned into a sign of her ascent to fame during this period. The Basic Life, an unscripted television show co-featuring Nicole Richie, denoted a critical turning point in Paris Hilton's profession. Debuting in the mid-2000s, the show offered watchers a brief look into the lives of the A-listers and her dearest companion, Nicole Richie, as they explored ordinary circumstances distant from their commonly rich ways of life. The program turned into a moment hit, charming crowds with its clever take on the socialite couple's fish-out-of-water encounters. During this period, Paris Hilton's expression that is hot became inseparable from her persona and was generally perceived in mainstream society. This expression not just featured her unmistakable style, yet additionally supported her image as a mainstream society symbol. Paris exhibited a momentous capacity for self-advancement, utilizing her recently discovered unscripted television acclaim to extend her presence in different businesses, counting style, music, and aroma. The straightforward life exhibited Paris Hilton's flexibility and her ability to interface with crowds on a more engaging level, shedding the assumptions of AIS honor. This period in her vocation checked the rise of an alternate side to Paris Hilton, one that would proceed to impact and shape her diverse profession in the years to come. Paris Hilton's impact in the domain of design and marketing is undeniable. She has cut a conspicuous specialty for herself as a style symbol, utilizing her interesting feeling of style to lay out a flourishing domain of customer items. Hilton's enterprising excursion incorporates a line of fruitful endeavors, most remarkably in the domains of aromas. Satchels and attire lines. What sets Paris Hilton apart is her capacity to rise above the limits of her popular last name, Hilton, and lay out a brand that bears her singular engraving. Her adventures exhibited not just her flawless taste, but also her wise business sharpness, which permitted her to expand her impact a long way past the domains of amusement. Paris Hilton's style lines were an exemplification of her individual style, rich, nervy, and never-endingly at the center of attention. Her decisions in design have applied a tangible impact on patterns, setting the bar for big-name marking. Hilton's effect on the design business highlights her position as an innovator and a power to be dealt with in the realm of style. Furthermore, marking Paris Hilton's introduction to the music and entertainment worlds, denoted a huge extension of her vocation. Her debut collection, Paris, released in 2006, was a takeoff from her unscripted television. Also, socialite persona, The Collection, highlighted the hit Single Stars Are Visually Impaired, which has gotten far and wide recognition and exhibited Hilton's adaptability as a performer with a snappy tune and irresistible verses. The tune turned into a sensation and exhibited her ability in the music field. Paris Hilton wandered into acting, taking on different jobs in films and TV. Her readiness to embrace new difficulties and step outside her usual range of familiarity featured her assurance to investigate all aspects of diversion, while her acting undertakings got blended audits from pundits. They mirrored her obligation to expanding her expert portfolio. Paris Hilton's introduction to music and film highlighted her dynamic presence in the media outlet, demonstrating that she could rise above her socialite picture and leave an imprint as a complex performer. Her progress in these tries added new aspects to her vocation and further cemented her status as a mainstream society symbol. Past the excitement of her public picture, Paris Hilton has reliably shown a genuine obligation to charitable causes, revealing insight into her caring nature. Her activism, especially in pushing for kids' causes and basic entitlements, has turned into a huge piece of her heritage. Paris' commitment to making a positive effect on the existences of others remains as a conspicuous difference to general society discernment frequently connected with her. Paris Slope's readiness to transparently share individual difficulties, like her open disclosures about her encounters at a life experience school during her young years, has uncovered a profundity of character. What's more, flexibility. Paris Hilton's impact on mainstream society is irrefutable and broad. She played a spearheading job as a forerunner to the present force to be reckoned with, reshaping the way superstars cooperate with their fans and the media. Her inheritance reaches out across different areas, leaving a permanent mark on media outlets in the domain of media. Hilton's unscripted television show, The Basic Life, shot her to fame and presented another period of big-name-driven TV. Her excursion highlights the force of individual marking and versatility in the ever-developing scene of big-name culture in the computerized age. Paris Hilton's imprint on mainstream society stays significant, and getting through forming the manner in which we see and draw in with big names today. The elegant life of Paris Hilton is an adventure of notoriety, design, and business. Intuition from Heiress to a worldwide symbol, her story is one of change and getting through impact. Paris Hilton stays a critical figure in mainstream society ceaselessly. Rehashing herself and her realm, thank you for investigating the enrapturing scene of Paris Hilton with us, on the off chance that you found this excursion through her life interesting. If it's not too much trouble, similar to share and buy in for more rousing stories, your commitment makes a difference. Keep on bringing these captivating stories to you. Stay tuned for more adroit substance. Thanks for watching this video.